Alright, so what I got going on here, this is my 99 MXZ 600. I did a fresh rebuild on this thing in like 2023 and went through everything, suspension, redid everything. And I ended up starting it up. It had schmut in the gas tank. There's some schmoo in there, and it clogged the carbs up a couple times. And I cleaned the carbs out a couple times. It would run for a little bit, then it'd get clogged back up. So it clogged up the last time, and boy, I even replaced the fuel lines. I didn't know that I did that, but it clogged up the last time. I stopped messing with it. I brought it over here and parked it. I can remember also there's a grommet in there that comes off of the fuel tank that also was leaking, so I'm gonna guess that it is completely empty because it leaked out. Now all there is some what looks like rust in there that I'll clean out. It has a mountain can. My buddy ended up taking the mountain can off of it when we went to the Ditch Banger Nationals. And so yeah, this thing sat here in this state, growing weeds around it for the last couple years. And I'm gonna get it. We got a break in the shitty weather, so I am going to give it a yank, pull it over in the garage, and see what we can't do with it. Oh, and I will say, the last time that it broke down, I broke the bumper off, pulling it out of the snow, and I do have a brand new bumper for it that I have not put on yet either. So we're gonna pull this in, see what we can get into. All right, so here she is in all her glory. I got it washed up a little bit. I just cleaned the pine needles out of it. I mean, not completely, but. So, gonna have to go over some of this stuff. I know it's missing some bolts in there. I don't know how many bolts that I left in there. Hopefully I left some of them, but this was my dad's sled. He bought brand new in '99, and he sold it right around 2005, 2006, and vanished off the face of the earth. Well, the guy that bought it off my father ended up passing away, and his kid reached out, and I ended up picking this up for $500, which I definitely overpaid. There was no compression in the cylinders. I did a complete rebuild on the top end. Obviously the seats spanked. At some point it was jumped high enough that the suspension went through the tunnel. I mean, she was tired. Everything is most of the way fixed. The reason I went over and parked it over in my junkyard was literally because of that fuel line grommet. And then I built this place, and it got put on the back burner. So I'm gonna start getting into this. I painted the skis purple, that didn't last, but I also painted it with engine paint. Painted the pipes up, obviously. It looks pretty much like crap, but I remember the clutch in the little bit of time that I rode it was a little sticky, and I don't know. I know I put new boots on the carbs. They still look good. I did just grab the brake lever, and gonna take a look at that. Headlights did work. I think when I had the motor apart, I put a new stator in it, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna get that air box ripped out again and go from there. So what I got, I ordered a new fuel pump for this. This one has a dual outlet. It's the original one to 99. They don't make those anymore. I rebuilt that already one time and it didn't work. So ordered a new one, 75 bucks or something on eBay. It was supposed to be here by this weekend. It's not gonna be. So what I have, after I engine swapped that exciter over there, this was the original fuel pump out of it, old Mikuni. And I got some adapters on here for the vacuum line, fuel line, and I'm gonna have to adapt to that intake on the fuel pump. And I am going to try, I'm gonna see if I can get this one to work in the time being while I wait for that other one. There's a big ride this weekend and I have a couple other sleds, but I kind of really got it set that I'm riding the MXZ, so I'll show you. I got that ripped out, and what I think was happening is going in the inlet right here, up and back feeding. This is your vacuum line, runs to your motor, and I think it was just literally running right through back into the gas, or the gas is running through the vacuum pump. So I either rebuilt this wrong or I failed in the 2 years that it was sitting in the woods. So here's the other pump, I guess. And I made some assumptions. I made some wrong assumptions. I don't have to change as much. So I'm gonna throw this way and I'm gonna get this one right. So I'll do that. All right, I missed it on video, the startup, but the MXZ runs with a 90s, early 90s exciter fuel pump in it. It actually runs pretty damn good. There's some things I gotta go over on it. It's got a little bit of a bog, which I'm thinking is the belt adjustment on it. So I'm gonna have to adjust the belt just a hair. It's got a little bit of a bog. I'm gonna pull the plugs out. I don't know how old they are, but I will say, this is the first time that I've had this sled and I got to run it for more than a half an hour. So I did notice I got a leak on the coolant bottle. Took it for about a half an hour ride. There's not a whole lot of snow outside right now, but I don't think it was getting proper cooling. The light came on literally as I shut it off. So outside, it's my pond. It's completely froze over, but we just don't have the snow. But from what I'm seeing online, they are grooming trails right now, and they're pretty good. So there's the MXZ all shined up. Now I am looking for a seat, or I am looking for, I've seen some guys on some forums will take a big piece of foam, make the seat a little higher, and then take it to a upholstery shop, have them redo that top part of the seat. Well, yeah, there's that. It looks great. Now all of these other ones, they were obviously sitting outside. That is a 2000 Arctic Cat Powder Special that I picked up. It dropped a cylinder. I put a new piston and cylinder on it, and that's a ripper. I'm having a problem with this one. The headlight, taillights, and gauges do not work. So I ordered a voltage regulator, and we'll go from there. Now this This is the MILF missile. This is a 94 Polaris Indy XLT 600. And I actually raced this one out at the Ditch Banger Nationals in Elk River, Minnesota. And it's a good running sled. It's a little hard to start, but I mean, it's a clean sled. The track's all right. Guy, the original owner of it, only used it as a ice fishing sled. Great sled. I just picked this up. This is a VMAX 500 with reverse, and it's in all around great shape. I got like 4 seats with it when I bought it. The seat's still soft. It must have just ripped a little bit there. Track's a little schmutted, but that's a great sled. When I did buy this, I also picked up this. This is the exciter that I use the fuel pump off of. And this had a stock motor. I don't even know what they actually come with, like a 588, or I don't even know. But I got a wrecked VMAX and I put the 600 motor in it. Everything's pretty much done on it except for hooking the fuel pump up. And then that is a MXZ 670 that I just got done putting a new piston in. It dropped a cylinder as well. So that sled's waiting on recoil. This one's waiting on me finishing up the fuel system. And these ones are all ready to go. I'm gonna load them up and probably swap out a couple of times riding these tomorrow. I'm just gonna take that one out because I need to just get some time on it and make sure everything's right. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys.